Hipster King here from the Hairy Game Mods, and this evening we have been playing this Cindr from Smirk and Dagger Games, although this is one of their Smirk and Laughter games. What did we think? Stay tuned to find out. What is Cindr? Basically, Cindr is a really great fun push your luck dice rolling game based on setting up your profile and trying to date yourself some dragons. There is a ton of fun in this game, but it is one of those games, realistically, it depends what you put in. You have got to be prepared to do a bit of role play in this, create your own character, act up to that character, read between the lines on a whole load of amazing cards to kind of pick those dragons and kind of talk about the kind of dates you're going on. So if your gaming group likes telling a story, or your family like getting involved in the story part of the game, this will be a brilliant fun game. If you absolutely hate any game that involves luck and you're not brilliant at telling stories, if you like a really deep Euro, this is not going to be your cup of tea. But this fell right into the sweet spot for one of the particular types of games we love here, and we really enjoyed playing it. I loved it. And for the first time in a while this evening, I got a win! I got a win!
You also look a lot like this dude.
What do you mean?
Bearded lady. Obviously going to talk about the artwork. So you all choose a character. Look at the artwork on that. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Love it. This is who I went with. That's the, that's one of the sides, and this is the other side here. And so what's great about this is it's a little like whiteboard thing. So you get your little pen, you write up on it, you put in your profile name, your pronoun, likes, dislikes, so you can create that kind of character that you're playing with. And then you choose these stats here, what you're going to do. And they are the ones that will then match up with said dragons on the Cindr app. And what you see is this, and then when you choose from this little kind of like bio there, and I like the way it looks like the screen of a phone. Love that. You flip it over and you see whether you are compatible or not in terms of what dice you will get. So if you are bang on, you get a very nice green die. Good times. A lot more love hearts on there than there are the sparks. If you are one out, you get a blue die. Few more sparks on there, few more burns. And if you are well out, you get a red die. Loads and loads more fire on there. You roll the dice. There's usually a little bit of extra stuff on there to do with like special kind of like abilities and special skills that this dragon will either give you or be against you, and you see whether or not you are successful on your date. Here you would be going to the Unnatural History Museum. Walk on the wild side with this constantly surprising attraction. Protection charms recommended. This game, great artwork, great components, very funny. Lots of fun, and yes, it's a push your luck, yes, you're rolling dice, but there's so much more that you can add into that. And hey, when it comes to rolling dice, I am usually absolutely bobbins. But I came second tonight, and I came second because I was the second person to actually score. I'll let these other guys tell you what it was like to score nothing. Burned every single time. Burned.
No love on the side of the room.
What a fun game this is. Well worth checking out if you are a gaming group with a sense of humour.
Hi, Dave the Grey, crying bitter, salty tears. See those tears flow. So, I'll be honest, personally, I'm not a big one for push your luck games. They just don't do it for me. This, though, is very much what you want to make of it. So the game itself is very much push your luck, and that's the excuse I'm going to use for doing so horribly, horribly badly. But at the end of it, what it is a basis of having a load of fun with your mates. Or people that you've come to consider people that you... I love them, really. So yeah, there is a game in there, but most of all, it's just something to build, half an hour, 45 minutes of just having a bit of fun around the gaming table, and that it does really, really well. The artwork is fantastic, as Ange has undoubtedly droned on and on and on about. And yeah, it's a load of fun. You roll some dice, you have a laugh with your mates. What more can you ask? And yes, every single time I went looking for dragony love, it went horribly, 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 horribly wrong, and I got burned to death every single time. But if you want to look on the bright side, I was an elf, so nobody likes elves anyway. So that's a win. I won in your face. Two thumbs up.
You didn't really win though, did you?
Elves died. It's a win.
Slightly beardy Krug here. Let me introduce Krug to you. So Krug is called Krug. He, she. I really like that you can have the variability in that if you want to be they or anything you'd like to be. Krug likes long walks on the beach, dislikes vegetables. He's a big spender, likes it mild. He's quite a relaxed person. And he is a solitary soul. Krug did not find love in this game at all. Krug basically has just been left alone and burnt and scarred and just got nowhere. Like, I used my second chance card, re-rolled a die, got to the second stage of a date, so we went strolling and decided to take it on to Java and poetry. Just burnt to a crisp. It was awful and brutal. Now, this game, I actually really love a push and luck game. It's one of my favourite types of things to do. The thing for me about this, okay, I'm a bit grumpy and salty because I got burnt so many times every single date. But the thing for me is there's only 4 dice you're using. So if you get burnt, then you are burnt very quickly. So in terms of push and luck, I think it's a little bit harsh. But that is only because I lost so horrifically. The other thing to say about this game is, if you like playing solo or if you like playing co-op, there are variants for that. This game is very cool because it's so thematic. For example, all of the dinosaurs, the dragons, the fire-breathing dinosaurs with the wings, they've got their stories, they've got the different personalities, but the way that the mechanics work for each one fits in with their personality. So, for example, I don't know, I tried my luck with this one dragon who'd just been burnt so many times over and over by the app that they didn't want to go through it all again, and basically just absolutely stuffed up this date. And at the bottom of the back of the card it said, if this dragon burns you, put them to the bottom of the deck of the dragons. So I really like that little touch of this dragon doesn't like the app and so had been burnt themselves and they went to the bottom, so they didn't want to go through that pain again. So this game is a lot of fun. There's a lot of theme all the way through it. It's left to the players to carry that into your imaginations and the way that you tell the story yourselves. But yeah, if anyone wants to send Krug a love letter, then we can put some details in the comments for that.
Hi there, it's the Hipster King from the Hairy Game Lords.
Hi.
Oh, Dave's playing the game now.
Bang that ball.